The process of cell division is different depending on whether or not we're talking about eukaryotic or prokaryotic cells, but the ultimate goal is the same. The cells are reproducing themselves. Now, if we're talking about particular types of organisms that need to go through reproduction on their own, and these are any of the organisms that we've talked about and that you're familiar with, really, we have to look at their ability to reproduce, and their ability to reproduce is completely dependent on their ability to do cell division. So what we look at in cell division is actually reproduction at the cellular level. Okay? And what we need to focus particularly on is the duplication of chromosomes. So when we look at this replication and duplication of genetic material, it will lead to, in many cases, a new combination of that genetic material that leads to variation, and eventually we look at that leading to evolution of the population. So we can use cell division for a number of different things. Flat out cell division, make a copy of a cell, make an identical copy. We see this actually used as reproduction in single-celled organisms. For you, we look at it as a potential for growth. So if you need more cells of a particular kind, they'll divide themselves through cell division and help you to grow. We can also use it for repair. If you damage a cell or replace a cell, if it dies for some reason. We look at it also as a way to start the process for sperm and egg production. So these first three are actually going to be by a process known as mitosis. This is perfect copies, identical replication. Sperm and egg reproduction are going to be formed through something known as meiosis, and we'll look at that as a special process in a little while. So for asexual reproduction, we're going to produce perfect copy offspring. Or many folks think about them like clones. Okay? And when we look at this type of process, the offspring is going to be that perfect copy of the parent. Everyone in that population would be exactly the same. Now, we of course don't see this in larger, more complex animals most of the time, but what we do see it in a lot is bacteria, and that will be our focus to show you that. Sexual reproduction is going to produce offspring that are some sort of combination of parental traits. So what I mean by that is both mom and dad are going to contribute to the offspring, and the offspring is going to be some mix, is a loose term, of traits from mom and dad.